Hey everybody, welcome to Paul Mash TV, bringing you the very best indie country from all over the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is Paul.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Paul Mash TV. I'm Paul Mash, of course, and we're glad that you could join us again for another episode, and we're glad to have you. And we got a great interview coming up in just a moment, but as usual, we'd like to let you know that we've been getting more feedback than ever, and we really do appreciate all your feedback. And if you want to get a chance to do it yourself, all you got to do is go to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And be sure to give it a like, and be sure to inbox me, and I'll always inbox you back. And we'd love to hear from you, whether you're a fan or a musician wanting to be on the show. And also, if you're a musician and want to be on the show and you would like to email us, you can also do that at capital P, lowercase mash TV, all one word, at gmail.com. And again, we'll be glad to talk to you about that. And if you're watching this episode or any other episode on YouTube right now, there's a subscribe button right down there. Just click that, and you'll keep up with all the latest episodes when they become available, so we hope that you'll do that. And if you miss anything that I just said right now, just stay tuned to the closing credits of the show, and all that will be recapped for you. So stay tuned for that. Right now, we have from Shreveport, Louisiana, we have Erica Fultz. And she's a very talented lady, and I think you're really going to like what she has to say and the song that comes on after that. So without further ado, let's welcome Erica Fultz right here on Paul Mash. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new interview here. And all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana, we have Erica Fultz. Thanks for joining us, Erica.
Hello, how are you?
Okay. We're glad that you could join us today. I know we've been trying to get you on the show for a while, but I know things have happened, and but we're glad to have you today anyway.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So why don't we start off by asking the obvious question I like to ask around here. When was it that you decided to become a musician? Everybody has their own story, so let's hear your story.
How long do we have? I'm just kidding. I actually started singing when I was about 2 years old. I've been told I started singing before I could talk sometimes. I was about 5 years old when I started singing in church and choir, the kind of obvious things. When I was about 7, my mom realized that there was something there. So, and I started getting more interested in it. So we started doing little like talent shows and festivals around where I live. When I became a teenager, I think I was about 12, I got to where I knew that this was something I wanted to do. And it wasn't just a phase I was going through. It wasn't just a hobby. It was something that I really, really, really wanted. I really loved to do, and I really wanted to do. So I got put in the Texas Opries around like Dallas, Fort Worth, Mesquite, Grapevine, Grand Prairie, and started doing the Opries and had a lot of opportunities to do that. Met some really awesome people. Got to when I was from 14 to I'd say about 16, I went on the road and did harmony with a very prominent artist. I don't really know if it's okay to name names. In 2008, I auditioned for American Idol. I did Nashville Star in 2005. Kind of took a break from things and just decided to start getting back into it because I've been singing around, singing and writing for the last probably like 4 years, but I haven't really done anything with it lately. So I started going to karaoke competitions again and started getting my name back out there. Signed up with ISSA and found the Achota. Is it Achota or yeah, Achota
Yeah.
Sorry. Found them through them, decided to make a little welcome post, and here we are today. So.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
When you were on, did you say American Idol? I think you said American Idol you were on. How well did you do on that? Did they like what they heard? And
I was in like the top 60.
oh,
I did get to go before Simon, all them. I was with Simon, Randy, and Paula. And just to justify, Simon is not a total jerk. He is actually a really, really cool guy. He just doesn't like people wasting his time, which is totally relevant. So that was really fun experience. That was a very fun experience.
Okay, well that's good. Why don't you tell us a little bit about like your albums and things like that? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
I never really actually got around to doing a whole album. I've done, I have several recordings that I did growing up. When I was like 13, 14, I put a couple of compilation EPs together. Couldn't tell you where they are now. But they were like little 3-4 song demos, just to kind of put in a promo package that I had to go around to the different Opries and things. You had to have a promo package together. So that's where that came in. I don't have anything recently. What you have with you was recorded in Nashville about 2 years ago. Went out there actually for my anniversary and got together with one of my friends that let me in the studio, and that's what we laid down. I'm hoping to get something together actually real soon, because I'm really excited to get in the studio again. The studio is one of probably the best processes of the music business. The studio, and then of course live shows are one of the best things that come from being a musician. I love it. I love the energy that it gives. So.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the influences in your life? I mean, I'm sure you have many. Most artists do. So why don't you tell us about some of those?
My absolute number one, of course, by the song that you have right now, is Patsy Cline. Patsy Cline is, I've been singing Patsy Cline since I was probably 3 years old. Reba is another one of my huge influences. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting her, and not many people get to go eye to eye with their idols. And I actually got the pleasure of doing that. Etta James. I love Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, as far as some of the ones that are kind of current. But I like the old country. Marty Robbins, Eddie Arnold, Hank Williams, Johnny Horton. So I'm really old school when it comes to influences. I think I have some of the. I don't think I have some of the traditional ones. So I just kind of take all that and mesh it all together and try to make something happen with it. Try to take something from all of those and make something happen with it, and it's worked so far. So yeah, I love old school country music. It's where my heart is.
Okay, and as you mentioned earlier, you were talking about Patsy Cline. She must be probably one of your top favorites, obviously, because "Walking After Midnight" is a song you're going to be doing it for us in a minute. So I'm assuming that's why you picked that song in general.
Yes, I love Patsy Cline. Crazy, Leave It on My Mind. I mean, Your Mind. I'm sorry. Just Patsy is probably one of my main go-tos when I go to do karaoke or a show or get in the studio as like a kind of like a warm-up tune. I always pick a Patsy tune to warm up to.
Okay. So. All right, well, that's good, and we're going to play that in just a moment, but we just want to let you know I think that's all we really need, so we want to thank you for joining us, Erica, and we would love to have you back sometime if you ever have anything new to plug for us.
Oh yeah, I'd love to come back. I'm actually working with 2 different songwriters as we speak. and have about 5 songs in my inbox that I'm working on. So I hope to get in the studio real soon. I know Donna's building a new studio, and I'm looking forward to getting in there ASAP.
Okay. All right, well, let's get right to it. Here's Erica's version of Walking After Midnight, an original Patsy Cline song, and we're going to play that now. So let's take it away.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight,